You want to know why UFC fighters are absolutely terrified of Dakota Ditcheva? She certainly doesn't look like the most terrifying rising striker in the game, but for years now, she's been climbing the ladder from teenage Muay Thai sensation to MMA flyweight glory. This is Fighting is Art, and here we go. Just look at how developed Dakota was from a young age. Even in her earlier days in Muay Thai, it was obvious that Dakota had that special something. Early push kicks to assert range dominance are a constant weapon in her career.
From Glasgow in the blue. So I talked about that back push kick.
And whether she was up close and personal or at range, Dakota was dominant.
Say chopping the front leg might be a good idea for Peyton to try and, yeah, it's very, very hard to because Dakota...
Springing from defense to attack fluidly, it was clear she was starting to break her opponent down.
Strong in the clinch. Peyton drives the leg into the midsection. Ditcheva teeps.
Ditcheva's confidence was already peaking in this first round.
High kick. Stiff hands behind it. All of those landed flush. Peyton's having to weather an early...
A delayed reaction on this mean body kick signaled the beginning of the end.
Tries that kick in, and that's hurt Peyton.
To her credit, her opponent got back up, but the bout was practically done.
Dakota won't let her off. She walks forwards. Peyton's got to be careful. There he goes over. She turns away.
She's not coming into this game without a major background in fighting, though. Her mother, Lisa Howarth, was a world-renowned kickboxer back in the 80s and 90s, and it's clear that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree with Dakota.
All of my friends, what I've always loved is all of my friends knew my mum fought. They all knew she was a world champion.
Her mother is noticeably excited and proud of her daughter's Muay Thai career and excited for what the future holds.
I'm really excited for the future for her in MMA. That's what she's chosen to do. Obviously, she's had a good start with the Muay Thai and she still enjoys training that, and I think this is a natural transition for her.
Striking will always be at the front and center of everything she does, though, and her ability to fight the fight on her terms has been growing and growing the further her career progresses. Finishing instincts are one thing, but in terms of raw power, both with her fists and her kicks, Dakota is very clearly packing some heat. Just watch what she did to Catherine Corrigini's. Sure, she looked confident, but in there with Dakota, she was about to get a lesson in levels.
No touch of the gloves, and we are underway.
Attempting to stifle Ditcheva early was probably the best idea she could have had.
Kickboxer himself, Cody Ditcheva.
But attempting to stifle her and actually stifling her are two very different things.
Gina's doing a great job of staying, keeping her back against the fence.
And when defense turned to offense, the results were instant.
I'd say what sets me apart is my aggression more than the fact that my striking's on a different level or anything. It's just, I have a bit of a killer instinct when I get in there. It doesn't matter who I'm facing.
Finishing instincts have never been a problem for this young woman.
I did.
Oh, spinning elbow. Oh, wow. Oh, knee. She drops.
That's it.
The only thing that could ever possibly make her more terrifying would be skills on the mat. And unfortunately for her fellow flyweights, her ground game is developing, and developing fast. In there with Malin Hermansson, her grappling came to the fore that surprised us all. In the opening exchanges, what was supposed to be a safe spot for Hermansson turned into a surprise takedown for Dakota.
She creates just a little bit of space.
Her opponent's frantic attempts to either reverse position or attempt a sub were quickly shut down by a confident Ditcheva.
Using that head position well, good pressure, staying around the knees. Hermansson looking to invert here, trying to get herself back into an attacking...
Just as the ref began to warn Dakota that a stand-up might be coming, she began to advance.
The arm's pinned.
Good job from Hermansson rolling in there.
Hermansson looking to scream.
A slick back take and submission like that was the last thing we expected to see from Ditcheva, who had never tapped an opponent up to that point in her career.
But I've enjoyed every second, and to come out and get the win again and show that I'm not just a striker in these flyweights. You need to be careful.
Anyone who has seen Ditcheva's height and reach for the 125-pound division ought to know that a move to bantamweight will no doubt be in her mind too, if the opportunity ever comes.
I'm I'm always pretty much the tallest, but I'm not the biggest physically, so I definitely could go up to 135 if I put a little bit of weight on. Maybe something that I'll do in the future, but for now I just want to keep clearing out the 125s.
In fact, her MMA debut back in 2021 was actually fought at 135 pounds, and for a fighter making their first walk to the cage, she looked noticeably calm, and her power was very clearly carrying up to this division. Even her first clean kick had an effect.
Expect some quite
Nice little jab, nice head kick. Oh, she's wobbled her.
She did.
And again.
Up close and personal, the brutal elbow assault quickly followed.
Oh, it's sweet from here. Oh, what an elbow.
And
the Thai
again.
background now.
And
the
again.
elbow's going in here. Oh, I think Jenny.
This wasn't just a fight, it was a mauling.
Oh, spinning elbow. Oh, wow. Oh, knee. She drops.
It's a masterclass.
And if it made one thing clear, it's that even the bantamweights aren't necessarily safe. As she grew in her career, Ditcheva got more confident dipping into the mental warfare side of things. Just look at her fight with Gina Bishop.
So we threw a little sprinkle on by KO. I will tell you the confidence that she's going to have now getting up is going to be unbelievable.
Yet another total demolition job from this rising talent.
Ditcheva beckons Jenna Bishop back to her feet and goes immediately on the attack.
And when the action was done, she made a point of hopping on the mic to send out a warning to those who would write her off as little more than a hype job.
Jenna, her whole team, the mean girls that she's got there at her club, whatever, been talking, tagging me in stories the whole tournament. She's just gonna join the list of cans now, so take a seat.
This was very clearly not a hype job, and her 14-0 record with 13 finishes tells you everything you need to know. But can she hang against the very best of the best in the UFC? Well, if you needed proof, she absolutely demolished the former #1 flyweight contender of the UFC, Taila Santos, who gave the champ Valentina Shevchenko all that she could handle. Taila was in a living hell in there with Dakota. Ditcheva turned in a truly merciless performance here, battering Santos with ease to establish herself as the PFL's #1 female fighter.
For sure.
I think competition-wise is where everyone's kind of thinking you need to go to the UFC because they do see me as the top girl in PFL, especially now I've beat Santos.
But just how far do you think Ditcheva can go? Let us know in the comments below before subscribing to our channel so you don't miss a single upload. Thanks for watching.